Obey Jesus, saving Bitcoin. Jeremy Hain. This is me and my mom talking about Elon Musk.
How you doing?
Mom thinks Elon Musk is a traitor.
Well, I revised my thoughts a little.
What? Why? Because of the astronauts?
No, only I do hope they're okay.
Alright, let me just lay the groundwork. So my mom has not trusted Elon since Christmas when him and Vivek started calling Americans stupid and so they could get slaves or, I guess, indentured servants through the H-1B system. The H-1B system does not allow freedom to the people that join as, I don't know, not quite contractors. They're employees, right? But what kind of an employee is it in America when you're not allowed to go to another company? So it's indentured servitude that Vivek and Elon wanted. And they kept saying, well, Vivek kept saying we need it because the Americans don't value hard work, or they're lazy, or they're stupid. He compared them to like the white kid from Saved by the Bell, that they want their children to be cool more than do the work. Elon didn't go that far with it, which is why Elon is still involved in the Trump administration, and Vivek is going to run for a governor of Ohio. So that started Mom's disillusion with Musk. The timing of it just happened to be today, because yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and I was drinking. But today, Elon got the astronauts. If you believe that people can actually go to live in space and move into the moon and all that, then this is a big day for you. I still think all that's a scam, and Trump is just trying to keep people hopeful. I don't think people have ever been into space. I think it's all been fake the whole time. Remember, the people that told you we landed on the moon killed John F. Kennedy. And the 80,000 documents were supposed to be released unredacted today. There are still redacted documents among them. So Trump is still not being obeyed. So, yeah, if you want to believe that humans have been in the moon by the people that killed Kennedy and been lying forever since, you do what you want. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mom. Yes, what Jeremy says is true. Christmas wasn't the day for Elon and Vivek saying anything insulting to Americans. That's for sure. So good luck to Vivek in Ohio becoming governor. I'm from Pennsylvania original, so they're kind of cousins to me. Have relatives there, just like a PA upstate. He's not going to get very far. Anyways, that's a shame because, there was a time I really had high hopes for him when he was running for president. But, he should have really rethought what he wanted to say about us before he went on the air. That's the day where you keep all those things to yourself, or to maybe a friend in opinions at a night when you're together where no one's censoring you or recording you or anything like that. Yeah, then okay. But, in an open forum on Christmas Day, one of the best days for Americans to have with their families, that's not the day to pick to say we're stupid Americans who don't like to work. Anyway, yeah, I come from a long line of workers, and so does Jeremy. His dad worked at least 90 hours a week. My father, probably 90 or 100. I hardly seen my father growing up, but he was a blue-collar bus driver in Philadelphia, and his route was 66. And Mom was a homemaker of 5, and, as I'm sure everyone listening and watching these videos know, that's not an easy job. Okay, and for all of you homemakers out there and wives and moms, thank you for everything you do. And for you, all the fathers and husbands out there, thank you for all what you do. And if we all do what we've been raised to do and what we learn to do as adults, you can hope and pray that your kids are going to be okay and their kids and so on. Anyways, there is good work ethic in my family and in my in-laws, everybody. Okay, so. Oh, and my son's girlfriends and wives, my older son's wife, her family, and Jeremy's girl's family as well. So I'd like to just put that out there for that. That's the reason, because of that remark.
It's not recording. It's just the screen goes black.
That remark that he made. Yeah, Jeremy's right. It touched me. I meant what, March 18th, the day after Leprechaun Day, when I always say, because I am part Irish, that leprechauns put everybody up to mischief. That's true. But that was Christmas Day, Jesus' birthday. It was really not the day to do that. Anyway, enough of that. Now, yeah, as Jeremy said, I'm a little leery about Elon Musk. I made a couple notes. Okay, here they go. Right? Not long, just a couple. Okay, question I have. How influential is Elon Musk with President Trump? That's my question for the day. I have comments. Elon is not an American citizen. All right. Number two, which is what I revised because I've had second thoughts. Elon wants to cut Social Security where the fraud of Biden's administration was done, but not our own American citizens' benefits, since as a senior myself, I was at first leery. However, after second thoughts, I believe it's only necessary cuts that he's suggesting to President Trump. Okay? And remember, I believe in watching, seeing, and observing and hearing. Okay, so this is what I came up with. My third note is Elon called our Social Security a Ponzi scheme. I have a little issue with that because there was a movie made of a true story about a guy who really did do that. Okay, and I don't believe Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. However, I do believe it's been ripped off by many different individuals. And of course, I have no proof. So that's my disclaimer. As just an American senior citizen, that's just my thought. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Elon Musk, I believe, is trying to help us out. It's just like I said, he probably has his own personal beefs with with the media and with us and everything for what happened to his son, which is an awful thing. I have two grown sons. I couldn't even think of that happening to them. Anyways, yeah. So I understand that he has personal issues. However, he's a very professional person, or he wouldn't be a billionaire. Just like Trump is a very professional person, wouldn't become a billionaire if he wasn't. It's not easy to stay with professional ways when you have personal things interfere in it. I've been in situations myself where I've had that happen, and I had to go to professional route because one time my great friend, who was also a psychologist, a psychotherapist, Rini, had said I'd always do best with my practical side. She was right. It always helps me out in tough spots, of course, along with prayer. And being that it's the St. Patrick's Day week of the holiday, because I don't believe in just a day. I believe you get a week for any holiday or birthday to celebrate. Because why wait for one whole year to go by for you to celebrate again? So just extend it by at least a week, and that way everybody's happy. Okay. The reason I brought that up is because St. Patrick is a saint, chased all the snakes out of Ireland, and yes, I am part Irish. So I do believe in all the fables, and I do believe in leprechauns. I know that you may think I'm crazy for that, but for all the Irishmen out there, happy Irish Day. So again, Elon Musk, I believe, has good things to his heart for this administration, Doge, and whatever Trump has him do. But my question does stand: how influential is Elon Musk with Trump? I've been a follower of Trump since back in the day of 2016. I have no reason, he gave me no cause to doubt him or his loyalty or love for America. That is for sure. So I do believe he's his own man, as I believe his wife has mentioned many times. Beautiful Melania, his wife, had mentioned her husband is his own man. Okay, so, whatever thoughts you all might have about Elon Musk or Trump or even Vivek, and believe me, I wish Vivek nothing but luck, even though he had said those words, because I'm not a heartburn person.
Would you let him just apologize over Twitter?
I believe he should apologize if it's heartwarming, and I believe Americans are smart enough to know if it is or isn't. If he wants to take a stab at it, good for him, he should. And like I said, I hold nothing against Vivek. I wish him luck. I don't think he'll get far in Ohio because Ohio is a blue collar worker state, just like Pennsylvania. They take it to heart if you say they're stupid and not and afraid to work. Believe
Yeah,
me, they
most
do.
people would take that to heart.
Yeah, and anywhere. I'm just saying, like, I hail from Pennsylvania, so I know how they work and how they operate. I was one of them, and now I'm in Texas, and I believe Texas is like Pennsylvania more than Florida, which I did live, and also California because I lived there almost 20 years. Believe me, California. I mean, don't even get me started on California, but they have their good and their bad, just like any other state. But because I've left there last August and now in Texas, I still have some bitterment in me, and I admit it freely. They could use a lot of help, California, but there's some good people out there too, and so they deserve a good winning shot at a decent governor. Who knows? The rumor is Mel Gibson may run. I hope he does because I like Mel Gibson. He's a rebel too. But not to get too far off the track here. Elon Musk, I believe, like I said, in his heart, I think he does well. But like I said, too, I do wonder how much influence he does have with Trump. I do, have that question.
He has a lot of influence. And I like Elon. I voted for Trump for many reasons. Elon and Doge, I didn't know what Doge was going to be. It's way better than I thought. I like what Elon's done. And then the astronauts, if you believe people are in space, he got them down.
Oh, if you're wanting to know what this is hot chocolate with cinnamon.
I'm drinking just black tea.
Well, I'm in very leisure clothes because I worked out in the yard and the garden today, and I've been doing that every day. As a personal side here, because I'm not going to the gym. It's just a little bit too much to do both. Once I get out the garden where I want it, then I'll be back to the gym.
Well, does that wrap up what you got to say about Elon?
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't really have much opinion on Elon. I like what he's doing. Whatever the hell Doge was going to be is one of the reasons. I voted for Trump for many reasons. Bitcoin, Elon's program, way better than I thought it would be. I wanted Cash Patel in the. I didn't know it'd be FBI. I wanted him in the administration doing something. And I want to see Trump get payback. I want to see the people that persecuted Trump go to prison. And it's more than just Trump. It's just, everybody in the administrative, the bureaucracy, they all answer to Trump. Whether they like it or not, that's the Constitution. So just for messing with the president, I think they should all be charged with treason and put to death. But nobody ever agrees with me, so.
Well, I'd like to add one thing to the point to that. I do actually agree with that because
shot, hung, whatever it is we do, I do think they need to be put to death.
Whatever they held in ways of punishment when they started the Constitution, it should still hold today. There should be no amendments on those high treason punishable offenses. They should be just as honored as they were back in the day when it was developed.
Well, remember, General Washington had people killed. General Washington gave the order to kill. What's that famous traitor's name?
Benedict Arnold?
Yeah, George Washington gave the order to I forget how they killed Benedict Arnold. General Benedict Arnold. But Washington had him killed. The president is all powerful.
That's right.
Aside from God. But as far as the human beings on this planet, between the two oceans and Mexico and Canada, there's no more powerful person than the president. That's why you really have to care when it's election time every 4 years, because that guy has total immunity while president. Total immunity. He can do whatever he wants. These judges, honestly, he can pretty much do whatever he wants. I think he's being polite by letting it go through the court system. But all these activist judges, I would ignore them. The ones that are doing accounting stuff, I would let it play out. But I would still do what I'm doing. Because remember, the president's in charge of the enforcement branch. All the judges do is write papers and say what he should or blah, blah, blah. So the enforcement branch has to enforce on itself for on a judge's orders, which is against what the enforcement executive officer wants to do, you just ignore these judges and do what you want. But I do believe that that one judge that's trying to keep uh, terrorists in this country, that an investigation has to be opened into him, and he should be detained and interrogated in Guantanamo, because we need to figure out why he's trying to keep known terrorists convicted in other countries in our country just loose. Like, this guy's got to be arrested and detained, and definitely impeached. This is absolute madness. It's not a matter of a choice. We're branching way off from Elon. Well, okay. Well, I don't have much to say about Elon. I like him. This was supposed to be about Elon, but the activist judges are pissing me off.
Well, I like to add one point to that. The judge that Jeremy's talking about, I did read up a little bit about what was going on myself, because Trump did want him impeached. He went to Roberts to do it. Roberts said no, and I forget the excuse, believe it or not, I did forget the excuse that he made about it.
Robert's opinion is you shouldn't be impeached based on a ruling. It should only be on, ridiculous behavior,
And the thing about it
personal
is,
behavior.
that's not real true.
No, it's not true
Because
at all.
Trump is the executive branch. There's no one higher than him. God, of course, is higher than us all. And I'm sure Trump knows that because he's mentioned it, that he goes guided by God. And I pray for this all the time. And I believe that God is helping us all out with everything, anyways. But a side issue from that, this judge, like a lot of judges, like to take play in God's hands. And, they're supposed to be standing up as somebody speaking for God. But ask yourself something about that. Does God want to hurt Americans? I don't think so. But like I said, that's me, and I'm just putting that out there for you to think about. Trump has every right to impeach a judge that isn't going according to what's making America safe again, let alone great again. It's safety, greatness, and a better economy. I mean, I don't know what you all voted for, but I know what I voted for, and he's doing pretty much everything I asked, and I'm only just a minion. So,
Yeah, I'm just a person, one in 300 something million. But those are my thoughts on it. Please leave a comment. Should activist judges be ignored? What do you think we should do about them? Again, for administrative crap, I'll let it play out. But if this guy's trying to make America less safe, he needs to be arrested. He needs to be brought to Guantanamo Bay. And then you can use some creative interrogative tactics. Whatever you got to do.
and remember, it's the United States. United States
It's still going.
Constitution. I had a brain thing there for a second. And our forefathers meant well when they started it out. I don't see any changes that should be made according to high treason. I just don't. I come from every service branch you could think of in my family, except for National Guard and Coastal Service. But everyone else, my family was involved with. So believe me, that's just how I feel. So, thank
And
you.
whatever her family's been involved with, she's my mom, so I have that. And on dad's side, the Haynes side got here in 1752, Philadelphia. So my people helped build this country.
Yeah.
So that's why I get so passionate.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're not.
We're a foundational family. My people were here before there was a country.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're not the only two American citizens in this country that are having thoughts like this. I can't speak for others, but like Jeremy said, it's time to get serious. It really is. I mean, we've been through hell for 4 years, and I won't say any more about that because I'm just very bitter about the whole thing.
Oh, and prices have come down already. The eggs, the gas, it's all come down a little bit. Give it a full year, and then on April 2nd, we start collecting tariff money.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I hope all people that live in California's gas comes down, because the last time I put in gas in my car before I moved to Texas in August, it was $5.63 a gallon. I'm in Texas, and I'm going to tell you something. Not for nothing, I pay $2.49 for a gallon of gas, and my car is just like breathing very happy. She's a very happy car. And yeah, so am I. So, you know, there's that.
All right, let's sign off. Let's keep it under 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna link her YouTube channel to my into the description. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Obey Jesus, save in Bitcoin. Jeremy Hain.